Girl, wake up. Be for
the
real.
fuck up.
Like, be for real. All you did was get some dick and you're exhausted.
Did you have a threesome?
Like, you're overly
I
lazy.
got maybe
Did you have a
40 minutes
threesome?
of sleep. Huh?
Did you have a threesome?
No.
How'd you only get 40 minutes of sleep?
Because I was at his house, fell asleep, then woke up like 40 minutes later and I couldn't fall back asleep. But that's because I can't sleep at niggas' houses.
Who's his house?
Who's his house?
Yeah, who you talking about? Who's he?
Psychopath.
Oh, so you guys are back kicking it, back together?
I don't remember saying that we weren't back kicking it.
I don't know. I just remember a lot of I don't fuck with him and...
That was like 4 episodes ago, though.
3.
No, I feel like
2, actually. 3, 2. That's cute. That's cute. Oh, so that's who was in that video that you upload. You know how girls
I did not upload that video.
You know how girls be taking pictures and hiding their man's face? Like, our relationship isn't a secret, but it's private. That's who you was kissing on?
I didn't post that video.
That's
I
right.
did not post that video.
Who posted it? You took it.
I took it, yes. But I did not post it. I didn't even want to post it.
You didn't want to post it?
I didn't want to post it because it looked stupid. And niggas took my phone and posted it to my social media accounts. So now it's like, what, do I go back and delete it?
Yeah.
I did an hour later. A lot of people watched it, though.
I bet the fuck they did.
I think it's so much. That's encouragement. Like, ooh, that's how you stroke a nigga ego. An hour? Bitch,
I kept it up for an hour. I only kept it up for like 40 minutes. And like, I think like 300 people looked at it because nobody sees me with niggas. Nobody sees me posting niggas. And I got a whole bunch of messages laughing.
I was dying.
And telling me, one nigga said, I was in Best Buy and I fell on my knees. Y'all think that I don't fuck with niggas that much?
I was in the car and I'm gonna spit my juice out.
But yeah, no.
Why are you looking at her like that?
That wasn't player of me at all. I'm not gonna lie. Not player.
But in the video, he was trying to act like he didn't want to be on video.
No, it looks like it, but he.
That's what she said.
He said, no, listen, on camera though?
He asked me, no, because
that nigga is not going to
make that narrative.
That's what he said in the video.
He said you acted outside of yourself.
He said, you tripping on camera though?
He asked me, he was like, take a video of me. Listen, this nigga put the phone up and put my hand on his hand to make it look like I was taking the video. I was like, nigga, what the fuck is you doing right now? Why are you forcing me to, like, what is going on? So I just said, let me take the video.
So then you let him have you record him so he could act like you're chasing him.
I don't know if he did that on purpose,
and
but
then he gonna act like on camera?
Yeah.
Like he didn't know there was a camera there.
Yeah. He gonna post it.
Yeah.
No.
That's crazy.
That's crazy as fuck, I know. I don't know why he did that. But, yeah, so, and also,
did you love it though? Were you like, oh, we taking pictures?
No, because it wasn't vice versa. Like, you want me to post you on my account, but you want to post me on your account? No.
Like you post the back of his head.
If it was up to him, I would have posted his whole face. But
his hoes gonna know who that is though.
But I don't think his hoes follow me like that.
You don't know who's on your Facebook. You got 5,000.
Yeah, you right. And we are actively. Never mind.
You're actively what? Looking for a hoe to fuck together?
He actively is trying to trap me, which I think
How's it a trap or you guys are willing? It's a plan.
I guess I'm willing, but I'm just so fucking delusional that I'm just going along with it. Like, okay.
This is okay. No, stop real quick, please, real quick. This is that shit. I'm just going along with it because this is how this shit started. When y'all first started fucking with each other, it was just I'm just going along with it. This is nothing really. I'm just going along with y'all first. I was going along with it. I'm not even taking. Now you're look at my man on camera. And now you about to.
I was forced to do that. Doesn't count.
You were ecstatic.
He fucked me like 4 or 5, like 4 times. Yeah,
that's why you was taking videos,
I'm ovulating, and he wants, and I feel like he
never nutted in you every time.
Yeah, I gotta take Plan B. I actually got a bad Plan B.
You got nutted in 4 times last night.
This morning, last night, yeah.
And you're ovulating.
Yeah. Well, my ovulation is next week, but sperm can stay up to you 5 days.
I don't want to do with this baby. I like London.
I do too. I don't want another one. And yeah, no.
Yes, you do.
I don't want another.
You guys are planning it.
Yeah, but I'm just going along with it. It's just fun.
You can't go along with a baby, bitch.
You know me. I'm going along with a boyfriend. I'm in a relationship that I'm going along with.
You
bitch.
still in that relationship?
I don't know.
You ain't talking about your man at the time, bitch.
You're right. I'm probably going a little far, but like
A little
I
far.
just be doing shit.
I go far.
Picking
bitch.
out baby names and
Why don't you do other crazy shit? This is
don't know.
life changing shit. Do something that's just gonna
You're
shake up
right.
your life for maybe a couple weeks,
Yeah,
a
you're
day.
absolutely right.
Like get a black eye.
Don't follow her advice. You see where her life changing crazy events.
why you look like
Yeah, why you just get all
No, I'm
saucy?
just saying. Like sometimes it do go up into upward, but other than that, like I live a pretty
a little upward.
But I be thinking like I live a pretty blessed life for the most part.
I'm not talking about like that. I'm talking about with niggas being crazy. I'm not talking about blessed
I'm
life.
not crazy all the time. I was crazy once.
I find it hard to believe that it was one time.
But I mean, you guys are my friend though, and you see me. I'm not.
I don't know what you be doing.
You're my
I
friend.
feel like you haven't got that serious with on that level with somebody else to even
Act crazy.
I don't think I will. You doing shit. And it, whatever. Fuck it. No one understands. No one understands.
Delulu.
No, it was not delusional. That's the fucking problem, bitch. I wish I was making shit up. That's besides the point. Back to fucking your baby that you have on the way.
Oh man.
I don't know.
I feel like if you have I feel like if it's a boy, you're gonna keep it.
I don't
Whatever
wanna-
baby it is,
I
she's
don't want
gonna
a boy.
keep it.
I'm not keeping I don't want to.
Girl,
Isn't
I
abortion
don't want another
illegal?
kid.
I think this is fake. All this, I don't want to keep it. Ain't in it. I think this
Yeah, I
is fake.
think you're deeply in love. You're deeply in love, and you don't know what to do.
I understand that y'all think that because a lot of times I do that.
Listen,
Listen,
It's not
I
a
do
lot of
do that.
times.
But
It's
a
specific.
baby's crazy. A baby's crazy. Everything
bitch,
else
you're
I
crazy.
get. Okay, I understand. But you gotta understand, like, just think of my life right now and think throwing another kid. My life is already hard with one kid. Throwing another kid in
nutted
there?
in 4 times in a row.
Yeah,
with the plan B,
What
like-
were you thinking about when you
Bitch,
were
you
you
only
thinking?
got 32 hours left, bro. It's
You got
all
78 hours. 3 days.
78, bitches.
Hey, that's some
72.
babies that
days.
block the fuck out that plan B. Will kick that
No,
shit.
you're right. If you're ovulating on that day, you can still get pregnant. Plan B won't do shit. But then there's a plan C. So
What's that?
or it's division.
Isn't that illegal here now?
No, absolutely
Oh,
not.
well, you good. Then murder that shit. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'm not keeping a baby, bro. Like
But he gonna convince you. He been
you can
convincing you to
try.
do so much shit.
I might think about it, but like
Oh my god.
I'm not having another baby.
You hear this shit? I'm not having
about
another. I
what?
might think about it. Like
I
what?
probably will think of it. I'm not gonna lie, but when it comes to the end of the day, that's just not.
Sometimes you miss the end of the day, bitch. You
You're right. I do
take a
sometimes.
little
Bitch,
nap.
like, you should be on your way right now.
Man.
You want to stop recording?
You're absolutely right.
Bitch,
Oh,
they got it
man.
on DoorDash.
You're right.
This is why you bitches never. This is why you bitches always treat good men bad, because y'all fuck with niggas like this and y'all give this nigga everything, and then you fucking
You're
heartbroken,
right, yeah.
and then you meet a good man and now you all traumatized and you treat that nigga like shit and this and that. You ain't got nothing to give because you didn't gave it all to a nigga you know damn well that this is. But you guys keep on this little hope, like,
But it's
one
fun.
day he'll change, or we're gonna
Good
be
niggas
together.
is
and
lame,
he's
it's
gonna get
boring.
older and wiser.
I've had good niggas, and it's just not fun. Like it's not fun. You got to throw a little toxicity in there, a little cheat.
And that's y'all problem.
I know.
That's y'all
fucked
fucking
up.
problem.
That's
That's
not,
why
I
good-
don't think that. Please don't leave
That's
me
why
to
good
me.
men like me always end up last.
Don't be mean to me, but it's just like, can we fight once in a while? Can we like choke me up, put me against the wall?
I try to
like,
go my longest without starting a fight. I hate fighting with people.
just once in a while. I don't like it every day, but like, damn, does everything got to be peachy good all the time? Give me flowers every day and just be right? Like,
I would love
it's
that.
boring.
What did y'all do last night? What happened?
We went to exchange, and a situation happened with his fucking cousin. That shit pissed me the fuck off. I was irritated. His cousin was trying to get my number and all this other shit, but you know how niggas do? They make it seem like, oh no, you feel me? I want to do some business shit. I want to do, I can see you got a podcast. Da 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 da. And so I was just trying to get him off me, like, dude, like, okay, whatever, just take my information. And then he turned around and when we went to the after set in your building, he came up to both of us and he was like, you're with the wrong bitch in the party. And he made it seem like I was like going for him or something. Like, no,
Oh,
nigga.
what happened at the party yesterday? Did you have fun?
Yeah, I had an awesome time.
What happened?
I scratched something off my bucket list. I always wanted to like be at a party and have sex in the bathroom with
Okay.
nobody knowing.
No, everybody knew. They knew.
She was forcing me.
You
She was a hoe.
Sex in the bathroom.
I didn't have sex. I got a little head. Got my ass licked.
Was anybody else in the bathroom? Was it just you two?
I honestly was going to the bathroom to use the bathroom because I want her to stop kissing me. After I seen her kiss you, like, bitch, stop fucking kissing me. I did not like it. I was mad. And I felt like everyone could see I didn't want her touching me anymore. But whatever, you convinced me.
So you didn't want the bitch touching you, but you let her
after
eat
you
your
touch
ass?
That's not kissing, bitch. You gonna eat my ass, bitch. You gonna kiss everybody in the fucking party, eat my ass too. Fuck. But so I
How did you end up in how did you get from going to the club to in a house party at the bathroom getting your ass ate? That sounds like a journey.
So we went to the
Really
club.
wasn't.
We were partying, having fun. There was this light-skinned girl who I could tell from when she first was talking to Raquel, I'm like, oh, she likes her, but Raquel ain't saying nothing about it. So then we continued to party. I'm sitting next to the girl. I think I asked her something or say something, but then I turned around and talked to Raquel. She's like, oh, you and her? And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, I want to eat her pussy really bad. I said, I could tell. She's like, yeah, tell her. So I tell Raquel, and Raquel with her little nigga, so she has a bright idea, whatever, fuck. Cool. And then the other bitch, she's in the club. We're like dancing or whatever. And she's like talking to me, blah, blah, blah. But then she see Raquel, starts talking to Raquel. So now I'm like, this bitch is a hoe. But what I'm also thinking in my head is like, this bitch Raquel always try to get the bitches that are for me. And she feel like she has dibs because
I never said no. When I was talking to dude, remember when I was talking to him?
Is this the one that wanted to fuck you?
She called me on Instagram. It was her friend that wanted to fuck me. They look just alike. They look like twins. But no, that girl, before she even came up to you, me and dude, we was eyeing her down, and he asked me, go up to her because I want us to have a threesome before she ever came up to you. That's the only reason why I was talking to her. If he would have never said that, then I would have never. She was just a random
dude
person.
Sent you to go get her to fuck her.
Yeah.
So in my brain,
before she came up to her,
I feel like this has happened to me twice now, and I
Wait,
feel like because
what else did it happen?
What was that one? What was this one doing?
You feel like you have dick, that you have
when
dibs.
else
Like,
did it
bitch,
happen?
no, I got
Tell
the
me,
bitch
I don't
on
know
my
what
own.
you're
When we were
talking
at
about.
Monarch, and the bitch did the same thing and tried to
Which
invite
I don't
all of
know
us
about.
to her house. Remember? And we was in the club. I said, that she's trying to fuck.
Okay, that was just some revenge shit. Okay, I understand that one.
Okay,
I get that one.
And you be trying to call dibs on bitches because you have dick
calling
with
dibs.
you.
If you want to fuck her, fuck. I don't care.
Bitch,
Okay, so
next thing you know,
what are you
I
talking
walk
about
away
this
for 3 seconds now. You and
You
this
acting
nigga in
like
the corner
you love
kissing.
these bitches. These bitches is going. You love these bitches or something? What are you talking about?
Bitch,
The
I was trying to get my pussy ate
The
and you
bitch gonna
offering
go.
dick. I don't
but
have
listen,
dick.
the bitch gonna go. I didn't go up to the bitch. Bitch came up to me. I can't help that. Bitches like me. What are you talking about? I don't know. Like if she come up to me, I'm like, oh no, you're with Tyra. I can't talk to you. Bitch gonna go. I don't know what to tell you. Like, am I not supposed to go? If you would have told me I really
wasn't
want
mad.
her,
No, I didn't really want her, bitch.
No, but after you told me in the bathroom, I did back off. But then she did come up to me and she just kissed me.
Yeah, I was just like, well, bitch, you can have it now. And I was blue.
No,
not
but I did back off
But not
after
even
that.
like mad blue. Just like, bitch, you doing it. Obviously, you'll do anything. But now, bitch, you just doing any fucking thing. Get off me. So now I'm like, okay, I'm finna go to the bathroom. She said, okay, I'm gonna walk you. Then I went to the bathroom. And she was like, I can come in with you? I'm like, sure. I didn't even have to pee. I just was trying to get away from her. So I'm like, fuck. Like, there's nowhere in the bathroom. And she's like, hey, your pussy in the bitch. I was like, yeah. She tried to have me sit down on the toilet. I said, you nasty.
That's gross.
I said, I can't move. I can't move.
With the toilet seat down, right?
No.
The toilet seat up.
I said, is you, like, are you
gross.
cool?
That's fucking gross. Yeah, she was on some other shit.
but-
And she didn't know nobody either. I don't think she knew the niggas, but she didn't know the bitches.
Yeah, no, she was by herself.
Yeah, she was by herself.
I went on live on Lake Street today. It was cool. It comes out next Tuesday. We didn't really talk about much.
What did y'all talk about?
Not much, really, honestly. Like, just podcasting. He rung up when we went on Motivation to Hustle. He complimented us some. Talked about, like, music. Just random stuff, really. Not much.
He cool though, because every time people talk about podcasts and stuff, they never mention us. Like, we don't have the best sounding, best looking podcast in the fucking thing. I think it's because we're not Minnesota centric. Like, we're not just talking about Minnesota shit or interviewing Minnesota niggas. They're just having random ass people on the podcast. So I don't know. I guess we never get brought up. But he be bringing us up. A little janky sometimes, but I mean, it's cool.
I asked him, I said, I thought it was a poll. And that shit told my ass, wrong answer. They start cracking up. I said, I asked him, like, do you intentionally be messy? Because, like, there's a few times where I watched him, like, interview people, and people bring up stuff about what they do, but he'll focus more so on some bullshit. And he was like, no, that's not intentional. That nigga told me, I can't say it on camera. I'll tell you off camera. Never said it off camera. But boy, your ass be
that's what the thing was on the what's the nigga, Prince Kumi, when they had their little interview. Did you watch that?
I did watch it. From going on live on Lake Street. Go ahead.
No.
I was just going to say, he said that Prince Kumi,
keep going.
It was all acted out. He sent all those questions and all those topics. He let Jake know, like, this is what I'm gonna do.
I believe it, and I think that's what the fuck I just told you when we were on the phone about it. Okay. He came in there with an agenda and he completed his fucking agenda. His agenda was very simple. I could tell from the whole interview that all he was saying is exactly what you just said. Is that you don't be talking to the. I don't know if this is true. Like, I don't watch live on Lake Street. I don't know if this nigga really be doing that. But so I'm not saying like he does or doesn't. What I'm saying is that nigga was saying all you do is talk about controversy instead of actually talking about what the artists are actually doing or what they got going on or da. You want to get clickbait shit, and that's tacky journalism and shit. And I know that we beefing, and this is gonna do some numbers. So while I'm here, I'm gonna shout out all the people that I think are doing shit. And then every time you ask me about some bullshit, I'm gonna talk about what the shit I got going on. And I mean, that's what it seemed like to me. And he was basically saying like, you know, the same shit they were saying on the round table. Like, you're a white face and Emmanuel is black and God with us, with the blacks, not the whites. He said he gave you this platform. He gave you our culture to give you a name. Like, he's saying all that shit. I mean, I don't know.
Well, I don't think he gave Jake a name because he was established what he was doing prior to that.
I mean, I guess he was basically saying, like, as far as, like, I mean, I'm pretty sure he would have been interviewing black people anyways.
Yeah, that's what he's been doing.
But, I mean, that's what I'm saying what the nigga was saying.
Yeah, we talked about that, and I told him, like, the only thing I would say I don't like about you guys is I don't like that pay for interview shit. He was like, more people don't pay than they do pay, which I didn't believe. And then I asked him, like, so I said, like, he's like, so what do you feel like the purpose of the round table was? And I said, well, I feel like we missed the purpose. I feel like they didn't know, like, what we do. So for one, they thought we interviewed people. And then two, I don't know if, like, everyone's had, like, this same, like, hate live on Lake Street or Waterwave TV or whatever the fuck, and we didn't have those same, like, issues. So I feel like we kind of, like, missed the point of it, because he was saying, like, I feel like I should have been there. Like, if y'all gonna have a whole topic about me or my platform or where I'm at, like, at least.
I don't think that's what it was. I think they were really just. I think they really thought the fresh and. I think they were really trying to talk about, like, Minnesota culture and shit. But that nigga was on his own agenda, and he kept bringing that up, and that's how the conversation got started in the first place. You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. I don't think they were, like, planning, like, on.
But they all had the same sentiments.
Yeah, once that was brought up, though, they weren't like, that's not what they was on. They didn't come here for that.
Well, not specifically live on Lake Street, like, let's hate them and whatever. You guys all have the same sentiments about that. I'm big on, like, I think that whole, nobody in Minnesota supports Minnesota people. Like, I think that's, like, a delusional fake victim mindset. Like, there's a whole world out here. You don't need fucking Dolo and Jay Estates to do something, you know? And we were talking about that, and I feel like they didn't know, like, we didn't feel that way. So I was like, I feel like it's counterproductive, and I just told them that.
But that's a good thing, though.
Yeah, and I just told him, like, I just don't like the clickbait shit. I don't like the pay for shit. And I asked him, like, so do you feel like he hired you because you're a white face and it'll be, like, more accepted? He said, no, he hired me because I'm the best at what I do. And the nigga, he was there, and he was like, yeah, he did 300 interviews before I came to him. He was doing this before I came to him. And I was like, okay, but at no point was you like, okay, here's 100 good things I like about him, plus he's white. And he said, no, I don't factor that in at all. And I don't not believe that, though.
That's what I was saying when we were at the round table. I was asking, I generally didn't know, what the fuck is my vape? I'm stressing out. I was generally asking, like, okay, I'll just act like not a crackhead on camera. I was genuinely asking, like, do you guys really, really believe that's the only reason he hired him? Because I damn near kind of believe him. Like, if the nigga was doing this before.
The Wiseman show was it was
just a real show.
It was just as good as Live on Lake Street. If not, like, as far as streams and views and shit, if not better.
And he just hired a nigga that's really good at his shit. And, like, I don't understand why they. I don't know. It's kind of
something they said, and because I like the people over at Motivation to Hustle, I don't want to seem like a fake ass bitch or hater or something. But they were saying that, like, Because, you know, Motivation to Hustle is like a meme page or a blog page. You know, that's what they do. And, like, even from being there and talking to them and shit, they're not, like, articulate, entertaining people, you know? Like, you can tell y'all are some niggas who sit on the internet and post shit that's engaging for people. But, like, in real life, the personality isn't there. And even when we was talking to them, they were asking, like, what other things do you do? I'm like, well, I took an improv class once because, like, you know, I have dark humor, but I may not be funny enough to say some of the shit I be saying. So I want to make sure I'm funny for real before I say something ignorant. And they're like, yeah, we're working on getting our articulation up and stuff. And all that to say is that not everybody needs a podcast because you have a platform. Like, what you have is cool, you know? Like, I feel like his blog page is cooler than the interview shit. It's like, in the interview shit is boring. Like, why don't people just want to talk? Like, stop asking me fucking questions. It's awkward.
I mean, it's needed.
Every single podcast that comes from Minnesota is going to be a podcast where we're
It's not
interviewing.
that many podcasts here, bro.
But
There's
everyone that's, it's not that many,
not
but
that
everyone
many.
that's, so, and that's just in general. There's less than 1 million podcasts in the world. And then for every podcast that starts, I think it's like 80% of them not going to go past 7 episodes. So there'd be plenty of podcasts that starts and they all have the same format. Okay, we're going to pick a popular person from here and interview them. Like, what the fuck? Nobody even gives a fuck about Minnesota. So we just going to interview a whole bunch of Minnesota people and think the world's going to start giving a fuck about us now?
That's the thing. That's the thing where I feel like people
That's delusional.
lack at is
That's delusional.
Nobody cares about, like, if you really want to get far, you can get far in Minnesota doing that shit. That's cool. People might talk about you in Minnesota, but I'm telling you, I've been to other states. I've done a lot of traveling, at least in the past couple years. And I'm so embarrassed to say I'm from Minnesota because nobody gives a fuck. It's not.
No one gives a fuck about where you're from at all. A nigga from Alabama could be. I'm not watching that.
No, it's not even that. It's just like the minute I don't like the attention that it comes with. It's like I say, oh, I'm from Minnesota. Minnesota? Is there even black people there? Da, 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 da. Like,
I
don't
like
even wanna,
that though. Like, no,
yes,
yes, there is black people. There's this, there's that. I feel like that's a cool experience. Like, no, come check it out. But like, don't come check out me trying to make myself big up. Like, oh, come watch my podcast. I'm funny with my friends. Not, I'm from Minnesota and this person from Minnesota and Minnesota this and Minnesota that. Like, what the fuck?
When I lived in Florida, I wasn't like proud to say I was from, but I wasn't like not proud. It wasn't like I never thought about it. So I'm from Minnesota, nigga. Like,
I always thought it was cool. Like when people
ask me that shit, like, you live in a farm, I tell them it's a real shit. I'll show them, but I wasn't like I don't know.
I'm not like that. But
I'm just a nigga in the city, bro. I don't be like thirsty. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think they give a fuck because we not Minnesota centric. I'm not trying to be Minnesota. There's nothing wrong with Minnesota. Like, I talk about it when I talk. I'm just being myself. I'm not. When you say me, you think of me. You don't think I'm just a person, nigga.
I don't outside of where the face of Minnesota. I just want to be the face of the world, nigga.
From.
You're right.
Everybody love me.
It doesn't matter to me that much. But I think that's like a thing in general because I feel like everybody in their state, whatever state, don't fuck with their state. Like,
yeah, that's
everybody
true.
always thinks a different state is better than the state they live in. They don't ever fuck with where they actually stay.
But people support them out of state. People support people out of state better than more than they support in their own state. But that's because people don't want to see you go up and go past them type shit.
I think people just don't care about their state. I think once other people outside of your state give a fuck about you, then they start giving a fuck about
that's
you.
True.
It's just because they know, like, people don't really care. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I think that's in every single state. Like, you just don't give a fuck unless you give a fuck unless you're like one of those people who go hard for your fucking state. And not everybody's trying to go hard for their fucking state. Like, I'm gonna represent. I fuck with y'all, but I'm not just. My life isn't based around Minnesota.
Hell no.
My verbiage isn't like I'm not talking about just Minnesota shit.
But people support. I've noticed the difference between, because I watch a lot of LA podcasts. People support more there with people coming up like in their own.
I think this is exactly to my point. I'm saying I think you just think that because you're not there.
Yeah, true.
It's 100 people that think the same thing. Just the same way as people that support us. You were just on this thing. We're all this on a thing. We went on somebody else's podcast. Like, people support here too. It's just when you're looking out, you feel like, oh, it's more support there. It's the same shit.
That is true.
It's more opportunities in different states.
Yeah, like that's the only difference. It's more opportunities. And I feel like in a place like LA, I don't think it's more support. People are forced to, like, I feel like the biggest thing with like people who are creatives here making it or going hard behind what they're doing, it's so easy to be comfortable here. It's so easy to get a job. It's so easy to maintain your home. Like, not easy. Everybody struggles with it, but like compared to living in LA or New York or some shit like that, bitch, I gotta rap. Fuck, I gotta make money a different way. Like, I can't do this. I can't survive off of like income. So I feel like it's more people grinding, trying to do that. It's more people to network and work with, and they're also not. But they're coming from a place that's already like, it's already LA. I don't have to be LA this, LA that. Like, yeah, I'm from LA. I like that. said, a lot of niggas love where they from. YG love where he from, but like, yeah. That's what I think it is. It's just more people to network with, not more people support. And it's more people actually doing shit. It's bigger places. It's bigger urban communities. So like if a nigga in LA is like selling merch, got clothes and shit, and he on foot doing it, you reaching way more people. Like the nigga Wavy, he on foot doing it, you reaching a lot of people. But if you in LA, he'll reach double the amount of fucking people because it's double the fucking amount of people.
I also think that it's just like, also in those other places, people actually make it out of those places like consistently, like all the time. So some people might see you with real talent and be like, oh, well, we live in a place where like they're used to it. So like, oh, you could probably make it if I help you do this or if I put this behind you or da. Or they'd be like, damn, I don't want to miss out. Let me support him now before he gets big because he has real talent. He could probably make it da because they're so accustomed to people. I live in Atlanta. I'm in LA. Like people come out here every fucking week. But here, I don't think a lot of people make it that big from here. So it just seems like, I mean, they're not gonna make it anyways. I don't give a fuck about it, but that's how I feel like a lot of people think.
But I feel like I feel like it's a trade-off. I feel like it's hard either way because in Minnesota there's not a lot of like networking opportunities and stuff like that. But also, it's not as many people trying to make it. You know how many millions of people that's trying to rap and do all types of be entrepreneurs in LA and fucking Atlanta and shit like that. You have to go against a lot more people than as of here. There's not that many people podcasting that you got to go up against.
But I also don't think you have to go up against anybody because it's so much room to make. Like
there's 7 billion people in the world.
We're constantly
my target audience is somewhere. They might be in Indonesia.
You're like you're on the phone right now. We're always on the phone looking for entertainment. It's not even enough entertainment. Like I run out of videos to watch on YouTube. I run out of movies to watch. I run out of shit to listen to. I keep listening to the same 15 songs every fucking week. It's so much people consuming shit. I think it's enough space for everybody.
I don't think it's enough space for everybody to make
it's enough because there's something for everybody.
Yeah, I get what
I don't think there's enough space for everybody.
It's enough space and enough money.
I think there's if you're good at what you're doing, there's enough room for you because there's enough people like you. How many singers do you like? How many rappers do you like? And you have room for more. You don't be like, oop, got my 6, I'm done. Hell no. There's some niggas I might only listen to 2 songs from, but I like them.
I'd be geeked when I find a new podcast I like. Geeked as fuck. I'm trying to find a new one now.